Hello everyone, welcome to the 1000 subscribers extravaganza commentary video of LEGO Resident Evil City in Bricks. First I want to say thank you for everyone who supported this video, and thank you for all the nice comments. This is one of the videos I got the most comments of having a sequel, and while I don't feel like making a sequel yet, my desire to make a sequel is getting there. I just want to finish the current projects first before moving to the next one, like Lego Doom, and if you've been on my DeviantArt page and Facebook page, you'll see there's another project I really want to do. I've done all the posters and stuff, but I haven't actually written the script yet, although the basic story is inside head. But so let's back to stay on topic. We're going to talk about this video today. Now this video, I made this video because I was disappointed with the Resident Evil movies. Much like all the video game fans, we were disappointed in them. So this is my sort of retaliation. But you gotta remember, I was in sixth form back then, and last thing I did was I did on Lego Batman short videos and Star Wars ones. So I was still learning. So what I did here was the reason why I wanted this to really feel like it's part of the game world. But unlike the crapfest Ubi Ball, where it just sticks House of the Dead's gameplay footage in the middle of the film for no reason, all the footage I use here actually resembles, a connection to the story. I actually got these clips. I think I got these. Where did I get these clips from? If I remember correctly, I got these clips from the Windows XP version of the games that was released in Japan only. They're sort of like, the video clips were slightly higher detailed than the original PlayStation versions and the original PC and DOS versions. So, yeah, that's just the Bruce Wayne figure. And of course, here you see one of the first times, and you'll see them again and again and again, those Mega Bloks Alien Invasion or Secret Service, whatever, the Alien set that they made, and these sort of brick and metallic wars. And it's just really useful pieces to use because they're big, and unlike Lego, they're really big plates. Lego doesn't really have those big walls, so I can use them so easily to populate the background a lot. These days I still use them, and you always see them, but these days I mix it with other things, printed paper backgrounds to merge them with these sets. So. And another reason I use the video clips is because there are certain scenes I was not sure how to do, and I didn't know if I can make them right. So instead of me doing them, I decided to set the story right before the outbreak, because that's like an area that hasn't really been explored in Resident Evil games. You always get them after the outbreak because there's no shooting going on before zombies appear, so you gotta put them there in terms of gameplay, unless you'd be shooting other people, not monsters or zombies, because you'd be part of the police force. So I thought, okay, in terms of story, you can tell something a bit different, like things leading up to the complete outbreak. People are slowly becoming zombies, and not become zombies yet. Only a few people have attacked so far, so it's something to look at. And using other videos is it's also kind of to make the film longer, because you gotta remember when you haven't really done that many Lego films yet, you're still learning. You want to get more out of what you've animated. If you animate all this stuff, it's hard work, and then you only got so little time out of it, and you just feel like, I kind of want more. I want this thing to be longer because I've done all this effort, and mixing these videos makes the video a lot longer. And also here, a lot of the sound effects are taken directly from the game, and then some of the other sound effects are taken from. There used to be these things called desktop buddies, and some of you might be thinking, oh, desktop buddies, I remember those, like nostalgic feeling all over again. What they are is they're like a promotional thing, like wallpapers you still get today in screensavers, where the company sort of puts together this little figurine. And the figurine will follow your mouse. It runs around the desktop. And so I downloaded a Jill Valentine and a Stars one. I think that's one more, zombie one. And they will just follow your mouse and walk all over your screen. I don't know if they work on Windows 7, but they worked on Windows XP. And inside them, they had all the sound files in the folder. and all these sound files weren't encrypted; they were just WAV files, WAV files. So it was easy to use. Other sound effects I got from the PC version of Dead Aim, and all the files were there as well, unencrypted. And some of the other files I tried to download online because people compile these sound files together. So that's something. So yeah, and this was right after I did a marathon of playing Resident Evil games. At this time, I played Resident Evil 3, Code Veronica, the first remake, 0, and Outbreak File 1. Later, after I made this, I'll go and play the original, the director's cut version. It's weird, I played the remake first, because the first ever Resident Evil I played was Resident Evil 3. And then I've actually played the DS version, Deadly Sight, and that's actually a really good port of the original. But back to this, I still haven't actually played Resident Evil 2 yet. I know it's blasphemy. So yeah, so I was way into it at that time. Now I'm not so much, because Resident Evil 5 came out. I was sick of it. Oh yeah, I played Resident Evil 4 back when this was out as well. And Resident Evil 6 came out. It's just, this isn't Resident Evil. It's just Gears of War in Hong Kong and Russia. That's a two-face there. So yeah, took a lot of references from the games in here. I push in so many references in this video, because I felt as impulsive that in order to make this like the games to fit in the same world, I got to put all this stuff in, and I actually have a list of references in the credits. People kept asking, "Oh, what's that? And what's this?" Read the credits. It's there for you. Yeah, trick car shots and stuff. When I first made this, I was quite proud of some of these special shots, like the curtain shot here and the car riding shot, because I moved the background, not the car, of course. And but one of my most that I thought was impressive shots comes right at the end of this movie, which you will see later on. The Raccoon City news is just Microsoft Paint. I took that photo in front of a monitor, because I didn't know chroma key back then. I didn't know how to animate stuff on Adobe. And you notice that all of the game progresses like Resident Evil 3, because it's one of the first Resident Evil games I played, and everything animation glitch there, but the files in the wrong position and the wrong order. And yeah, this whole September 20th blah 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 daylight is a good way to keep track of time, what day it is, and it's also reminiscent of the first Resident Evil game I played, and I thought it was a really good, neat little thing from the games. I don't know if it's coincidence or not, but I can't remember where. Someone else had a Lego Resident Evil thing, and they also had a 21st Street or 21st Street area. Something Resident Evil had 21st Street in it, and I was like, is that coincidence? Can't be. Maybe they saw my video and put 21 in there. How dare you? No, I'm kidding. It's cool if you did see my video. It's actually my brother doing the police officer's voice. I think he's brilliant. The way he did that voice, it was pretty cool. And by the way, I have one black character in there, and he's called Paul. And the actor was my friend. I met my best friends in boarding school, and he was like the only black person I knew. It's actually quite stereotyped. You have a group of friends, and there's one black person, in the group of friends. All my other friends were all like different, like from different countries, though, like Italians, Germans, and Chinese, and Japanese, and mixed people. Yeah, that's meant to be Albert Wesker. I didn't know how to do custom figures back then, so the Mega Block, so security guy looked like Albert Wesker, so I thought, yeah, that's pretty cool. Only thing is, I did use a marker pen to paint his sunglasses into black. He originally has like silver glasses. So yeah, later on you see the invasion of zombies, which is a clip from the video game, but at the same time, I'll talk about the special effects I did on Photoshop of people getting ripped apart and all that. That was, I filmed them each shot individually, because Lego, you can pull the bodies apart. So I would film that, and then each shot I would add like a color burn red onto the body, so it's like he's bloody apart. Nowadays I use a stock blood footage I get online and put them on top, but occasionally I still do the Photoshop blood effects. However, like with my Silent Hill video, I use a combination of stock blood footage, actual red paint on Lego, and actually printing faces with blood on it, decals to customize the figure, and having certain heads with blood on it. So yeah, here's the famous video sequence from Resident Evil 3. It's when people see that, think Resident Evil, a lot of people think that video, and there's good reason. That is a very good intro video. It's one of the best Resident Evil videos ever made. It's just something about it, people getting killed, and it's amazing. You can see here all the zombies just have gold eyes because I just pretty much got the paint bucket tool and just poured color into them because I didn't really know how to animate them. Yeah, that's a poison ivy head, by the way, just to have some variety. Yeah, I really liked that one, and the shoot myself in the head shot we got earlier. And yeah, you never see Nemesis in here because I didn't know how to do Nemesis. I didn't know how to make custom figures back then. I do now, so if I do make another Resident Evil video, I will make the monsters. Yeah, I used to really like that shot. I still do. Like back then, I thought that looked really cool with the torch going over. It looks like the actual helicopter. Ooh. You can see here in the city background is actually just marker pen and pencil drawings on A4 sheets to make the back look like there's buildings. And you see there the zombies were actually all standing on a 2x7, 2x14, on those long Lego plates. So when I move one, I'll move them all together. Yeah, those two are meant to be like the Lego versions of of the people in the video. And you see it would just be the shot before that the background didn't cover all the tables. You can actually see the table. So yeah, this is I think it's Hunk, because in Resident Evil 2 he's like meeting Wesker or something, and yeah, I just put him in the story, connecting thing. I'm connecting all these different things into the story. Ooh, mouth break. Ugh. And yeah, even though this video is really cool, if you stop and think about it, it's actually really stupid. Because the people, it's like they're shooting these things, they're not going down. No one shoots them in the head. They get bitten, they die, but none of the main characters would die if they get bitten. It's weird though, the police don't retreat, they just stand the line and die. So in my video, I sort of explain it like they're actually surrounded because of Wesker and the police chief not positioning police on certain street alleys. And also you gotta think, why are the zombies marching like an army? Surely they attack one by one and then increase, zombie amounts increase overall. But no, in the intro video they're all attacking from one side of the city, like there's an invasion. So you gotta think there, so what caused that invasion? Was it random or... So yeah, the back poster teasing a Justice League video, which I didn't do. I haven't done yet. And that project's actually evolved into the poster you see now on my DeviantArt page. The premise of it has changed. I am gonna do it after Doom, Lego Doom. So if you wanna see it, you gotta help me support Lego Doom. Yay! So yeah, this is sort of the second part of the video. I sort of filmed this in two chapters, like part 1 and part 2. This is where part 2 starts, which is the Max character suddenly becomes a main character. In the first part, he's there in one of the security, and he was with the chief. Whereas here, he's actual part of the story now. Yeah, another reference of Resident Evil here, like stomping head stuff. um, I'm actually not that happy with part 2. I just always thought that part 1 gave it such a big momentum, and then part 2 was not as strong. Lightsaber in the background there. Yeah, it's a shame I never actually used that weapon in the film. Sorry, guys. It's sort of like a tease that it never happened. I actually have 2 deleted scenes here. One scene is Paul picking up the lightsaber and go, "Whoa, this is like some messed up shit." And the other one is there's another liquor, which is essentially this shot. Later on, you see the liquor on the police car. But I tried to Photoshop the actual liquor's face onto it bit by bit, and it just looked worse. So you got that now. And you see here the police car is actually, you're thinking, oh, how'd they put 3 characters in the same car that only sits 1 person? Well, that's a camera trick. So, film it from an angle and take the car apart, and you see that the roof is not connected. And yeah, they're meant to be in that police car right there, even though it makes no sense, but they are meant to be in that car. And she's like, oh, I'm not gonna open the car and see you guys inside because stuff. I'm just gonna run past you.
This way then. Hurry.
Yeah, with images that don't move, I spend more time painting blood on them. But when there's animation, I didn't want to spend 10 hours on 2 seconds.
Quick, get ahead.
Yeah, stereotype. My black friend told me, "Oh my god, he has 2 Uzis. How stereotypical for a black guy holding guns." Even though I haven't seen these guys for a long time, they're still on my Facebook, and I talk to them from time to time, and they're all well. So if I ever make a sequel, I can't get Max. How do I get Max into a sequel? He died. I'm gonna use some contrived Resident Evil thing, like he was cured or something. But he was blown out of the explosion, but he was underground, so he didn't die. So yeah, if I make a sequel, I can bring these guys back, all of them. The thing is, Max is actually kind of doing voice work professionally now, and he's at this. He's in Spain doing this voice-related stuff. So if I do want to help him again, I gotta have to not pay him full fee because we're buddies, but give him something in return for doing it, because he's doing it in a professional studio. And how awesome is that? It's kind of weird, because I'm usually the main character. I won't have professional voice quality, but he will. I'm so jealous. Yeah, it has a really crappy effect of him mutating. And these days, if I do it again, it'll look way better. Oh well. Yeah, this office is meant to look like the Code Veronica office. It's got the same layout and the buttons in the same place because it looks nothing like the actual thing. It looks a little bit like, but I was limited in what I had. If I did this scene today, I would have taken photos from the actual game and then printed the textures out so that I can actually make the place look like it's the same office. But yeah, this dude, it's got charm to it, and all based in this. And that's the Phantom Menace set of the gate door right there. Yeah, using the Mega Bloks things right there. And his face is just so emotionless. It's like, look up your ass. This stuff is boring and lame. Yeah, Photoshop one picture there. It's the plastic scene that came with the Mega Bloks alien set to do the body and stuff. And you gotta think. In order to get past the fact that I didn't want to I didn't want to, and I couldn't Photoshop something that looks exactly the same, and I'm animating it. For example, that monster. That's just one Photoshop photo. So in order to get past that, the clever way is to do that arm shot. In terms of movie making, I think that's a good shot because you don't see the creature dying, but you see his hands. It's like, ugh, and it works. But in terms of technique-wise, it's because I couldn't There's a way to get around the fact I couldn't consistently draw the same image for more than one shot to do the animation, so it looked like the creature's wobbling and changing all the time. And this is a shot I really like because I thought that looks really cool. And then the next time he gets shot off the rail, that looks really cool as well. I was so proud that I did this back then. I'm still quite proud now. It was so much effort. You got to move the water back. You got to move him at the same time. You got to make everything look like it's still. It's oof. Yeah, shooting in front of the monitor again. Yeah, this bit was actually really hard to edit because I couldn't find a bit where Leon and Claire talk so quickly and there's not really any silent moments. That's why that cut was jumping so hilariously all over the place. Yeah, in case they're wondering, they do survive because they're outside the town. And yeah, they sort of like just sleep there for like some time and wake up in the evening. That's why the skies change. Because you gotta think these people would be really exhausted. And then the bomb comes, everything's destroyed. The last video in this film is the first video in the film. Sort of like a way, it goes all the way back to the start. It connects back to the start. And actually the start of the film actually lets you know that I'm using video clips in there because, you know, I've used video right at the start, so people would hopefully expect what is going on. Ignore the director's cut thing. It's sort of me putting the whole thing together onto DVDs I produced back for myself. All the Lego films I do and all the work I do I make into DVDs with like a menu, a moving menu, and sort of like extra features. I have recently uploaded the extra features onto YouTube recently with the deleted scenes and trailers and stuff. So you can go check those out on YouTube right now. Yeah, I actually picked some of my favorite Resident Evil music to put in the credits. You see here the credits are quite different to how they are. I do them now. Every song I use, I put the full credits of the song in there, like composed by blah blah blah, the name of it and what film or movie it comes from. You know, here goes the reference list. The credit actually lasts quite long because Part 1 and Part 2 have their own set of credits. There's a lot of stuff in here actually repeats from Part 1 and Part 2. So, with this film, it's also one of those things where this and with the Lego Batman videos I first did was when I cemented the Lego 318 logo style. So first, with the first few videos, it was Lego Lego 318 with sort of the blood dripping effect. That was on the I think Nero video editing or Windows Movie Maker. So it was a very basic thing. Whereas now these videos with the Lego Batman ones I first did cemented the idea that Lego 318 will always be the red mark. Just in Comic Sans MS, it will always be that. But then it will gradient wipe into something that resembles the subject of the film. So, for example, if it's aliens or something, it'll have the alien font and alien colors. For the Batman ones, they have the Batman colors, because with the Mr. Freeze one, the red text will become blue, and so on. The Star Wars one will always have the Star Wars font, but it will always start off with the original Lego 318. And for those of you who are wondering, I'm not going to tell you what Lego 318 stands for just yet. It'll be in a different video you can see later. So yeah, thanks very much for watching this video, and thank you for all the support. The best comment you can ever get is someone asking you to make a sequel because they enjoyed it that much, and I thank you so much. The spiritual sequel is Silent Hill Town and Bricks miniseries, a 7-episode thing and alternate endings, so you can go watch that now. So yeah, take care and have a nice day. Check out Lego Doom, and yeah, check out all the other websites for updates on all the other Lego videos coming out soon. Yep, thank you for watching indeed. Oh god, that was... whew. I don't know why there's still black screen going on. Oh, there we go, it's ending. So as you can see, this video's going on because I forgot to put the outtakes bits in here as well. Just screen is still black. Oh, there we go. It's just really slow. These were recently uploaded, but they were edited on my home DVD a long time ago. And yeah, here's the one where he gets a lightsaber and it's like, oh, what the hell's going on right here? And yeah, of course I didn't like put the. You can actually see the top of the set there, where you see the top of the ceiling, so it doesn't look like a window in the background. And I didn't animate the, I didn't draw the lightsaber effects because it's just a delete scene. And here's the alternate liquor. It looks terrible, don't you think? It looks disgusting and terrible. And yeah, I didn't know how to do the chroma key effect back then, so whoopsie. Okay, yeah, take care, guys.